Good morning. Good morning. It is that, I don't know what part of the country you in, but in the part of the country we're in right now here in Florida, it is the first day of school for teachers, and it's the first day of school for students, and it's that time. I'm sure you can remember. You remember your first day in school. You remember when you had your outfits all laid out the night before. You're trying to figure out what in the world you're going to wear in the morning, what new outfit you're going to wear. Man, boy, we was clean, wasn't we? Put them shoes on, put them shoes together. You had them new pair of socks with the with the colored stripe around them. How many of you guys remember those little socks, man? But hey, it's the first day of school. I'm just coming on real quick. I just want to give a shout out to everybody. If you are a teacher, if you are a student, if you are a principal, if you're an administrator, if you're a volunteer, whatever you are today, being the first day of school here in Florida where we live at, I just want to give a shout out to any and everybody who is in the education system today. I just want to welcome you and congratulate you and celebrate you today as you take off to school. I want to leave you with this quick message, and then I'm going to give a shout out to everybody that's on here. Thank you guys for coming and also having a great day today. But one of the things I told my children, when they would go to school, and I even share it now with my youngest, is basically two things to say to yourself. Number one, I can, and number two, I will. And I think this works not only just for kids in school, but this also works for people if you're going to work or you're trying to overcome something. I can and I will. What I can basically says is that it's possible for you. When you tell yourself I can, when you tell yourself, you know what, there's a task in front of you and you say, I can do this. What you're saying is that, you know what, it's possible for me. And I know for some people, when they go through things or kids go in class and they're in school and things get tough and they're in a new assignment, they've never seen it before, they can start doubting themselves. Always come back to the point of, you know what, did somebody ever do this before? And if somebody ever did this before, the task that you're trying to do, was there a kid who went to third grade and it was hard for them? The math was hard, but somehow, some way in the past, there was some kid that figured out how to do it. They worked at it. They tried, they didn't give up, and then they got better at it. And so if that happened for somebody else, it definitely can happen for me, or it definitely can happen for you. And so again, when you saying to yourself, you know what, I can, what you're basically doing is that talks about and helps you strengthen your belief system. One of the biggest issues we have in America and in society, everybody, black, white, it doesn't matter, whatever, human beings, is a self-confidence problem, a self-esteem issue. Because at the end of the day, when we don't know who we are and what we can do, when we don't know the capability of our abilities to do what we can do, then at the end of the day, we're going to doubt ourselves. That means we're going to look at life from a situation through the lens of issues, some of which are larger or bigger than my control. But when we get to the point where you can say, I can, and you say it to yourself, man, until you believe it. Because that's why, one of my favorite books, it says that faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word. And so you got to keep hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing. And remember this, the loudest voice you'll ever hear is the one on the inside of you. The loudest voice you ever hear, the most powerful voice you ever hear is the one that you're speaking to yourself. And sometimes it's the one you speak to yourself and it's the most quiet. Talking about the thoughts that we have, talking about the constant tape that we play in our mind. And so what we got to do is we work forward in this season, in this new year, we have to continue to remind ourselves, I can. We got to let us know I can do this. And as you do that, what's going to happen, because you are consciously suggesting it to yourself, that means you're conscious, that means you're working at it. You're making up your mind to do this. Because when you constantly suggest it to yourself, just like anything, by doing it over and over and over, what it's going to start to do is going to turn from conscious suggestion, then it's going to turn to auto-suggestion. Now, we already know what that's like. That's like now, it's like on autopilot. Now it's saying it without you thinking about it. At first, you might have to say it, I can. Man, I can. You know what? When you think about it, I can. But then after that, from the inside out of you, it's going to keep reminding you. It's going to keep coaching you. It's going to let you know, man, I can do this. And so again, the first thing we're going to say to ourselves, we're going to tell our children, and we're going to tell ourselves is I can. The next thing we're going to talk about is I will. Now, when we say I will speaks to the mindset. It speaks to the made-up mind, saying, I will do this. Do you understand that the most powerful thing that every human being has is the power of their will? That means you cannot, out of all the measurements that you can do in life, all the measurements of human potential, no one can ever measure the potential or the power of the human will. That means when you make up your mind to do something, I don't care who stands against you, it will be accomplished by you because you have a made up mind. And so again, when we say to ourselves, I will, that means, you know what? Yep, I understand. I might still have doubt. I might still have fear. I might still have depredation. I might still have uncertainty. But when I put myself in a situation, or you say to yourself, I will do this. And every moment, you just declare to yourself, I will. Then when you do that, number one, you started with a belief. You built the belief on the inside with I can. Secondly, you basically declared it and you made up your mind that I will do this. I will overcome this. I will get in better health. I will pass this test. I will get promoted. I will go to a next level. I will have a strong relationship. I will do this. I will, whatever it is, I will. And you remind yourself, remember, nobody can motivate you. A person can only inspire you. That means they can only put something inside of your spirit. That's what inspired. They're putting a spirit and they're putting something inside of you for you to now motivate yourself, which means to move yourself. The root word of motivation is motion. And so again, we can only inspire you. You motivate yourself today. So again, motivate yourself today. Motivate yourself everywhere you go. Motivate the kids, man, the teachers, everybody with the reminder that, you know what, when you say and declare to yourself, I can and I will, there's nothing and no one that can stop you. My man C-Dub on here. C-Dub, what's up, Corey? Listen, that's dude, man. Listen, every bit about 5'8". You know what I'm saying? He's about 160, 70 pounds soaking wet. Came from D.C. He told himself, man, I can. He was one of my buddies, man, at Syracuse, track dude, Big East champion, 100-meter dash. You know, against all odds, you had cats that was 6'3", 6'2", you know what I mean, just all Americans. This cat came out of nowhere, got to Syracuse on a scholarship. Nobody even knew him, but he put the work in. He put the work in. He said, I can. He said, man, listen, they put on their pants just like me. You know what I mean? They run up and down these lines just like me, but he said, I can. And then he declared, I will. Matter of fact, and when he said, I will, that's why he went to practice every day. That's why he lifted weights. That's why he ran. That's why he did the drills. That's why he did the pedestal. That's why he watched what he ate, because he declared, I will do this. And when you declare, I will do something, you know, your actions got to follow. Your action got to follow exactly, you know what I mean, what it is it takes to get you to that goal. And so again, I want to give a shout out to everybody, man, remembering you can. Okay, the motivation for the day for yourself and anybody else is we congratulate and celebrate the teachers, the students, the administrators, everybody, is remember this, I can and I will. And you declare that to yourself out loud, and you declare it to yourself on the inside. Now I got to tell you a secret now. If you say it and you don't believe it, if you just say it like, you know what, I can, I will, and you just mosey along saying it, man, you don't believe it yourself. But it's when you put emotion to it. It's when you put passion to it. It's when you declare, man, I can and I will. You look that situation in the face, man. You get that thing in the front of your mind and you declare, I can and I will. I will do this. I have a thing, man, it's called win the moment. Okay, win the moment. You know how people say, oh man, go out and win the day, win the day. No, win the moment. Here's what that means. What do you need to do right now to win? What do you need to do right now to win in this moment? Who do you got to call right now? Who do you got to forgive right now? What challenge do you have to overcome right now? What is the decision you got to make right now at this moment to win, to win, to win? And so again, man, I want you all to win the moment, man. And when we win the moment, man, that's when we declare, man, I can and I will. And so, man, I just want to encourage everybody, man. Shout out to Don Harvey. Shout out to Scott LeBay, Frederick Taylor, Freddie T. Go, Miss Patricia. See you at the game this Thursday. All right, Big Bob, Issa Bay, Big Paul Hubert, Richard Bernard, man. Shout out Big Ryan Terizo, Miss Jackie Bell. Sylvia Walker. Shout out to Michael Spain. Shout out to Julia May. Shout out to Leroy Collins. What's up, boss man? Former teammate. You the man, boss. Shout out to LaShawn Chandler. Shout out Joe Speed. Shout out to Tamara Rattle. Shout out to Bethany Babuka, Miss Loretta Sizemore, Miss Loretta, we miss you in those 5 a.m. classes we used to have, right? Shout out to Abbott Starrett. Shout out to LaShawn, we already hit it, Bonzella. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Chris Rozier, Bash Davis. Want to say shout out to Eddie Lockwood. Of course, shout out to C-Dub. You already got a segment in this. Shout out to Big Phil. What's up, boss, man? Tell that beautiful young daughter of yours, man, have a wonderful year this year. Shout out to Sean Fitzgerald. Shout out to Bryce Carter. Shout out to Brian Hart. Shout out to Eddie. We already said Pat Meager. Shout out to Carla Vansland. Shout out to Alonzo. Shout out to Cornelia. Shout out to Jenny, Panama team. Shout out to everyone. Coach Bob Consulo. Before I go, man, listen, Bob Consulo was my coach at Syracuse. Listen, he recruited me from Syracuse University, from Camden, New Jersey, Woodrow Wilson High School. He recruited me to play at Syracuse. Bob Consulo is the reason why I went to Syracuse University. I'll tell you really quick. It was between North Carolina State and Syracuse University. I was on my way to North Carolina State, and then Coach Consulo called me, and he said, Donovan, it sounds like you got some questions. Any question you have about Syracuse, let's talk about it right now. And I'm telling you, for the next hour and a half, I asked him questions, and man, he just basically solidified everything. And so, Coach Consulo, man, because of your perseverance, because of your character, because you cared, you know, I then came to Syracuse University. And so I want to give a shout out to you, Coach. I want to, I did reach out to you, man. Hey, send me your message, man, your contact information. Love to catch up with you. I want to take these messages that I do now, man, to different colleges and whatnot and speak to some of the kids. I know you're really connected with some of those coaches still around, especially in that Northeast area and whatnot. I'll fly up there and do some, kind of do a little speaking, little tour around there, a little athletic tour. So hit me up with your information so we can make that happen, Coach. Tell lovely wife I said hey as well. And so listen, congratulate, celebrate everybody today. Y'all have an awesome and wonderful day. I want to remind you guys as well, about the book that I have, Next Level Motivation, Principles for Living Life to the Fullest. If you haven't got yours, you can download a PDF copy on the website, DonovanDariusMotivation.com. It's a book on teaching you how to understand and appreciate your value, how to work from your mind, understand your conscious, subconscious mind, that power, helping you live life, okay, discover and rediscover your goals, how to redefine your adversity, overcome anything and everything. It's a great book for adults, great book for teenagers, and it's a great book for us to teach from as we're teaching people around us. And so, again, man, you can check that out, DonovanDariusMotivation.com. And again, if you'd like to order one, I'm actually going to be having my assistant fulfill orders, so somebody on my team will do it. So again, if you send me a copy, or send me an email or something, a text message, contact@DonovanDarius.com. That's DONOVIN. If you send me a message, okay, we'll go ahead and ship that, ship that to you as well, okay? And so, again, just want to give a shout out to everybody, man. Again, tomorrow, we should be on the forum tomorrow, so invite everybody. I think we have, I don't know how many people we got on that forum, but tomorrow, add people today, you guys. Do a favor, let's add people today to the forum. Let's build that thing up. I'm going for, over the next month, I'm going for 5,000. We're going to get to 5,000 people on that forum. So you guys continue to add people, invite people to the Donovan Darius Motivational Forum, man, which is a weekly forum we do to build you up, encourage you, have a community of conversation and encouragement, all right? Listen, everybody be blessed, man. Linda Eller, you jumped in there late, but never too late. All right, thanks, man. And Miss Beth Touchton, hey, sweetie, have a great one today. Remember, share this video. Somebody may need it today. I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful and great day. I can and I will. All right, peace out.